YouTube. It's YouTube. Get off the platform if you've got a problem with criticism. When you won't even listen to what I had to say for 3 seconds. Well, I don't feel like your channel is an educational channel. And I'll listen to what you say for more than 3 seconds. And if you want to have me on your show, I'll listen to all of it. But I don't really see how your channel is educating people. When a lot of it doesn't make sense to most people, I don't think it's educating people.
All right.
Try to play it, but you're never gonna beat me. Look the other way, what I'm doing ain't easy. Bloody hands stained from the people who deceive me. Muddy hands break through the chains, go free me. Looking for change, looking for pain. Pulling a mob, pushing a train. I'll never stop, stick to a lane. Pick up the pieces and go rearrange. I'll be the best above all the rest, put me to the test and expect nothing less, your check as I'm chess, what's happening next, yeah. He got the venom, a tangible weapon, no coming in second. This life is a lesson, he got a new engine from pain, it's a blessing. New focus, no guessing, just bold and obsession. All in his possession, you got their attention. I'll leave an impression and take a redemption. Just kill, no discretion, your mind is a weapon. 11-11, it's time for progression, You could try to play it, but you're never gonna beat me. Look the other way, what I'm doing ain't easy. Bloody hands stained from the people who deceive me. Muddy hands break through the chains, go free me. People like sheep move feet, hurt it easy. You don't wanna be fast asleep when they scheming. Better stand tall, ready for a fight, believe me. When they try the chains, you can say no, free me.
Alright, well, this is thank you, Andros, because you brought an important point to my attention. You know, I sometimes you can lose focus on what you're trying to do and lose sight of what your goals are. Sometimes it's not hard to get off track. So thanks for just bringing me back to center and pointing out that you don't see my channel as educating anybody that much. So I recognize that, and so that's why I'm making this video to first acknowledge that. I appreciate your criticism. Like I said, I welcome criticism, and because then I can become a better person. You know what I mean? We all need to do that. We all need to call each other out and shit, and we can all be better people because of it. So anyway, with that in mind, this is a video that I've been meaning to make for a long time, and it is an educational video. This is about a very important subject that I learned about through hours and hours of research and trying to delve in and figure shit out on my own. Okay, so that it doesn't go to waste, so that my time isn't lost, isn't just a waste. It isn't fucking in vain. I'm gotta share that information, right? It came to my attention that a lot of people have no idea about the information that I'm about to share. And I'm going to show you that with evidence of actual people in a conversation that I'm having where one person tries to fight me on it. I have my theories there. You can be the judge, though, on what these people's motives are. Another person, I think, is just a little bit naive. Like, they're just not at the same point that I'm at. Like, I was definitely where they're at a couple years ago. But I can't, like I said, I can't unknow what I know or unsee what I've seen. That's why the more knowledge you have, it will change your beliefs, right? It will absolutely change your position on things. That is why, Andros, I'm sticking to my original statement whenever I called you ignorant. I don't think you're an ignorant person, okay? So I will correct myself there. I just think that your video is demonstrating ignorance because from the little bit of information that you gave me, okay, in this video, you put a graphic on the screen with text that said that you do not want to learn about the gang stalking or TI subject or community. You don't want to learn anything about it. So that That obviously suggests that you don't know everything about it and you don't want to know everything about it. Okay, so I'm coming from that position, from a position from your words, where you basically stated that you don't understand it completely, but you don't want to understand it. You said that. So you can't, you have to understand where I'm coming from whenever I say that you say you don't want to understand it. I got to assume that you don't understand it if you say you don't want to understand it, right? And then you have a position and you don't have the same beliefs as TIs. You can, hey, that's fine, but don't get butthurt whenever I just call it what it is. It's not an insult. Ignorance is just a word and it has a meaning. Ignorance is not knowing. So when you take a position on something and you literally state that you don't fully understand it, you don't want to understand it, but you're going to take a position on it, that is what is ignorant. Do you understand? Do you get it? Now, you spent a lot of time on this. You spent like over an hour trying to make me look like a fool or feel bad, which is fine. I mean, that's fine. I don't take it that way. You know, I don't get butthurt. I don't get offended by any of this shit, not at all. But I don't look forward to coming back and combating back and forth either. But I do think it's important to call people out, call each other out, criticize each other, right? Criticism is very, very helpful. It's a very constructive tool. So I just asked the question, whenever you saw me, me call you ignorant, right? And then your brain automatically went to, for some reason you assumed that I think that you haven't been through what I've been through, and I didn't mean that at all. I didn't mean that whatsoever. I never said that at all. I never implied that I've been through more than you. Not at all. I didn't assume that at all. I was just analyzing your statement, okay, what you put on your video, and I'm just calling it out. Like that's an ignorant thing to say. You know, you don't want to understand it. And you're going to take a position on it. You can say I don't have a position, that's okay. And be open-minded about something and just kind of be neutral, like, just say I don't want to understand it. I don't have a say. I don't have a dog in this fight. I don't have a stake in this game, right? I don't have any skin in the game, you can say. You don't have to say I don't believe the same thing. You literally said that you believe that TIs are all sick, right? That they're all sick. So you take a firm position, but you also state that you don't want to understand them. So that's what's ignorant, okay? So whenever you watch my video, I'm just wondering why you didn't you at any time, you said you watched it a couple times. At any time while you're watching my video, did you not stop and do a little bit of self-reflection? Like this is what I do. When somebody criticizes me, I stop and I look at myself from an outside perspective. And so if it was me, right, I would say, well, why does he think I'm ignorant, right? Why does Targeted Patton, what is it that I said that makes Targeted Patton think that I'm ignorant? I would have looked at that and looked at self-reflected, right? I would have self-reflected and looked at what I said and tried to figure out what it was that made Targeted Patton think that I was ignorant, right? I'm just wondering, didn't you do that? Because if you would have done that, I think that you would have easily saw exactly what I meant and exactly why I said that you were demonstrating ignorance, right? It's really simple. It's really easy to see. Just watch it back. You watch it back and actually listen and do self-reflection, okay? It's a very, very, very powerful tool, right? Very productive and constructive tool to improve oneself is to self-reflect. So if somebody's calling you a name, somebody's calling you out and they're criticizing you, put yourself in their position. Try that, okay? First thing to do is look at it and say, why did Targeted Patton say that? What makes him think that I'm ignorant? What did I say that makes him think I'm ignorant? You just went right to assuming that that you haven't been through what I've been through. That's totally that's just a total assumption. Where I don't even know where you got that from. That's not in anything. It's nowhere in the video did I insinuate that you have been, not been through what I've been through. That there's no way you could have experienced what I've experienced. You know what I mean? Not at all. I don't do that to people. I don't like it done to me. I don't do it to other people. I just call it how I see it. That's it. It's real simple. I don't overanalyze anything, okay? Well, I do sometimes, but I didn't overanalyze this situation. It's just real simple. Just keep it real simple. Look at what you said, okay? Look at what I said about you, and then go back and look at what you said and try to analyze that from my point of view. Say, what did I say that made Targeted Patton call me ignorant? And you'll see it. You'll see it right away. And you'll be like, oh, okay. Yeah. You'll be like, I don't know how you can disagree with what I'm saying, if you look at it from that perspective. Just look at your words and look at what you said and the text that you put up on the screen. Right? You don't want to understand the targeted individual community at all. You don't want to understand it, okay? But you think that they're all sick. You don't have the same beliefs. That right there, just that one little thing. That's it. That is the ignorance thing. Most people don't believe any of this shit. When they get the first little bit of information. It's only after they gain more knowledge and they learn more shit that they come to the realization, right, that there is actual legitimacy to what targeted individuals are talking about. There is absolutely credible, compelling evidence and legitimacy to what targeted individuals are talking about. A lot of them just can't articulate it, and they just sound crazy. They don't present any of the evidence along with it. They don't try to explain it at all, okay? So I try to do that. You can't fix stupid. I get it. I keep trying, but you can't do it. I don't think you're stupid. I think you're intelligent. But when I said you need to get out of your own way, right, and just quiet your own mind for a minute to allow your other perspectives, to allow your ego to take a nap so that you can look at it from my point of view. If you try looking at it from my point of view and do some self-reflection, I'm positive that you will easily see exactly where I was coming from, which is not at all the way you portrayed it. So, yeah, I don't look like a fool. I don't feel like a fool. Not at all. I'm standing firm on what I said. I still absolutely, I'm standing on that position, what I said. I still believe, what my words meant exactly what I meant, what I said. It's just real simple, okay? So yeah. So I would like to see your response on that. I don't get off on, putting somebody down and making somebody admit if they were wrong or anything. But I would like to, hear your, if you acknowledge what I'm saying or not, or if you disagree. I would like to hear that. I mean, if you have a rebuttal or you have a different perspective of it, that's great. But you were totally misunderstanding my statement when you put it, when you presented it as if I assumed that you have not been through what I've been through, or I didn't assume that I knew, anything about you. You don't say much about yourself, so I didn't have much to go off of. So I just went off of what you said in that video. That's it. Okay? Leave it short, sweet, and simple. You can't expect people to understand, to give you all the respect and credit whenever you don't give them anything to go off of, So, trust and respect is earned over time, You got to give people the benefit of the doubt, right? You got to try to see where they're coming from. That's the only way we can ever hope to understand each other, right? Is if you listen, really, really listen to the other person. You know, instead of spending an hour, I think it was a full hour that you spent talking about how ignorant I am, right? And how arrogant and narcissistic I am for even thinking, right, that I know you or I know the experiences you've been through and all that, because that's just totally, completely inaccurate, and that's totally misunderstood from what I was getting, my whole point was. So anyway, I digress. I'm rambling here. So I wanted to address that, and this video is an educational video about cybersecurity. So with that in mind, enjoy. Hope you learned something.
Malware is produced every day that bypasses and that can get past the. That's why they have to keep updating the shit. And you can use AI and ChatGPT to create malware that's undetectable, and that's what they're doing constantly. You know.
Okay, what happened with me was, again, I was a programmer and I built my own computers.
Okay.
And
I'm just learning this shit, and I know this much.
Well, when I got kicked out of my apartment, I had to go live on the streets, and then that's when my computers crapped out. The power supplies broke down, and so I've been behind in the community for a while now. Since about 2017, I haven't been fucking with computers at all. I just now barely even got a computer, and I've been using smartphones as a temporary stopgap until I get a new computer.
Okay.
So I'm about like maybe 5 years behind, in the latest up to date, programming world. Because
I mean, if you just look it up on you, you'll find a ton of videos on YouTube of how somebody can own a fucking device by clicking a link with a phone. Okay, with a phone.
Well, with the phone, you can't hack a phone. The phone's actually more secure.
Oh yeah, you can. What do you think Pegasus is and Stormbreaker and all?
Okay, listen. You remember that time Conspiracy Underground accused me of hacking his phone?
I found it on my phone, Donovan. I found Stormbreaker on my phone. I didn't put it there.
What's that?
That is spyware that allows the other user to access my camera and my microphone and my operating system passwords without me ever knowing.
Well, did you put tape on your camera?
Yes.
I always do that.
I did. Yes, I did. But I found it on my phone. That's I literally found it on my phone.
Well, did you get it out? Did you remove it?
Not yet, no. Because I don't know how it got on there yet, and I will.
Well, get rid of that shit. Make a video.
I just assume, but that's not the point. The point is that it's on there. I didn't put it there. Somebody else did. You're missing the point. The whole point is it got there somehow. How did it get there? Right?
You're not looking at kiddie porn, are you?
No.
Okay,
I'm not looking at any porn.
You shouldn't have anything to worry about then.
But I'm worried how it got on there. Right?
Do you have any ad blockers?
How did it get on there? No, not on my phone.
Why not?
That's not the point. Well, how did it get on there? You know what I mean?
Pop-up message, or you clicked on a poisonous link somewhere? Well, that used to happen a lot, but now that can get. If you got a good enough antivirus.
I don't understand why you're trying to argue the fact that somebody can own your device by clicking on a link.
Nobody can own my device, not without my permission.
But there's a lot of people don't know how their devices work or anything, and then
they
click on a link that looks like a normal link they're supposed to click on, and somebody gets device studies.
It's usually spam, because I've had.
So Nirv Girl claims that these TIs don't really want to trust him, and a lot of TIs use StreamYard. So why doesn't he just host a StreamYard stream to get more of the TIs up so they can trust his links? But no, he never does that. He says, I'm too good for StreamYard.
Exactly.
Well, I don't like StreamYard because...
Exactly, because that's a good question, because StreamYard, I think, doesn't allow him to do what he needs to do.
Oh, please. Okay.
Why is that so hard to...
You seem like...
Well, he says he's trying to win the trust of the TIs. Why doesn't he just use the software that they think is trustworthy?
Right.
Well, he does have a phone, and I have called him a few times, but now he won't answer.
He uses Google Voice, though. His number's a Google Voice number.
Really?
Yeah. I have his number, too. I have it blocked, actually.
Well, maybe I'll call him sometime. Maybe I'll arrange something, I'll schedule something so that
Challenge him to do a StreamYard.
conversation about this. That every time we've got to this point in the conversation, he flips out and he blocks me. You know.
Well, because you keep interrupting him. That's why.
No, I just keep asking the same question. It's just, but he can't. He deflects it, and he tries to deflect that question, and he can never answer it, and he will never acknowledge that a device can be owned by clicking a link, and he gets mad whenever I say that. If he knows computers, it makes me wonder, why are you getting mad at the truth, Nirv?
Well, I'm gonna have to research that just to make sure, you know, because I got to be able to back up my claims too.
Well,
I just thought everybody knew this. I mean, I'll have to do a video.
He says you're a cowardly. He says you're an absolute pathetic coward if you don't click links on the internet.
Yeah, I know. More than just trying to talk to TIs. I think he's getting.
It can't do anything unless you got porn on your computer. Like,
how do you know? There's all I know is there's connection to connection, a computer to computer connection going on there. So
a friend of mine said he clicked his link, and then as soon as he got in there, like he said that the fan on his hard drive or computer was like heating up a lot, and then he basically had to reset his entire computer. Like, what's going on there?
Exactly. That's what I'm claiming.
That might have been using up, you know, more resources. You know, that could cause it to overheat. You know, if you got.
No, but I think that it gives him access to be able to access your computer, because that's why he wants you to click on that link. You
remember when everybody was going around saying that I was a hacker and that I'm anonymous and
you
I'm
could still be.
No.
You could still be. You just threatened to block me if I didn't get in your voice. It's the same thing Nirv does.
Well, because that's what you do.
Nirv won't use any communicate like on like YouTube as far as voice chat is concerned, other than Jitsi and that chicken killer link. He won't do StreamYards, won't do Discord. Like, what's up?
Right, Jitsi. That chicken killer is his Jitsi. That is his video.
I got Jitsi too, though. That's the thing.
Yeah. Well, see, the thing about Jitsi, it's free and open source, which means that anybody, you could get Jitsi, but you could also alter the code. It's the source code to however you like.
No, not unless you're the developer.
Yes. No, free and open source means there's the code. They give you all the code. You can take
not unless you get it from a third, a vendor.
Yes.
No.
I could get Jitsi voice, and I could alter it however I like, and I could create my own server.
Well, can you do that?
It's my version of Jitsi. That's what he did. He has his own version of Jitsi.
Can you do a tutorial on it, and show the screen and everything? But, like what I do.
And watching what the fuck is happening.
Me doing Google searches and stuff.
Well, I don't know, but it's pretty awkward for him to like demand you get in this Jitsi VC, and then the only way he wants to talk to you in a lot of cases is offline, where you're sharing your screen and your IP address with him.
Yeah, he basically really wants people to click on that link. That's what I get out of it. I just take it down to the basics. He really wants you to click on that link.
But I'm not really, picking anything up from this,
I didn't say you are, but you could, but it's possible.
But can you do a live stream and show this on your screen, like what you're talking about?
For spoofing, the file extension is a little complicated, so pay attention. We're gonna right click, rename. First, I'm just gonna change it from desktop to something short so it's easier to work with. And now you wanna think of the ideal file extension that you want it to have. So let's say you wanted it to end with, I don't know, PNG or PDF, JPEG. I'm gonna do PNG. So you wanna go before the dot of SCR or EXE or whatever it is, and you want to type your file extension backwards. So the backwards of PNG is GNP. So I'm going to type GNP, and now basically we're going to insert a special character that flips these two. So that's why we wrote PNG backwards, for example, because we're going to flip it and it's going to look like PNG at the end. This is called the RLO character, and to put it in, we want to right click, insert Unicode control character, and go down to RLO. And now we just press enter. As you can see, it ends with the .png. And if we run it, image opens up, sends us the webhook message. Works perfectly. Now,
I could look up a video once. Look up what somebody could do with a link. Look it up once. What can somebody do with a link? You can hide malware in it. You can do all kinds of stuff. You can own their fucking device by them clicking on a link. And he knows that. And he knows that, and he will not acknowledge that. That's why I'm suspect of him,
Well, most antivirus software is going to get it anyways if it is in there. That's why I recommend Avast, because it's free.
But why do you think they say never click on a link from an untrusted source?
But
Why do you
has Nirv hacked you to where, like, you know you're hacked by Nirv? Like, that's the thing that this is, like, crazy about is, like, this is just what I mean is, like, what? You guys are, like, paranoid that he's hacked you, but did you, like, actually have symptoms of this? Like, what? I mean, why do you still talk to Nirv if he's hacked you? Like, what?
I've been a computer programmer for 15 years, Patton.
Really?
I used to be the Linux guy. You know, I was a pro at Linux, and now I switched back to Windows.
So then you know that somebody can own a device by clicking on a link.
No.
Oh no! Really?
Unless it's an executable file.
Change the file extension, click yes, and it should look the same except the file extension. Now, if we run this, it still opens up the image and sends us the message. So it runs exactly just like an executable, except it just ends with .scr. But it's a lot more convincing, because if we look in the properties, it literally says screensaver. Now,
but then that won't work on Linux.
So I guess I got to show it then.
Wait, well
I've watched dozens and dozens of videos of other people showing this. I've never done it myself.
If it's executable, you'll see it right away. And it won't run unless you click on it. Well, it's going to prompt you to, run, and then that's when you just exit.
Using before. Okay, so now it looks exactly the same, and if we run it, it works. Because we're basically doing the exact same thing as running it from command prompt, except we're doing it through a shortcut, so the command prompt window isn't visible and it's hidden.
Try to play it, but you're never gonna beat me. Look the other way, what I'm doing ain't easy. Bloody hands stained from the people who deceive me. Muddy hands break through the chains, go free me. Looking for change, looking for pain. Pulling a mob, pushing a train. I'll never stop, stick to a lane. Pick up the pieces and go rearrange. I'll be the best above all the rest, put me to the test and expect nothing less, your check as I'm chess, what's happening next, yeah. He got the venom, a tangible weapon, no coming in second. This life is a lesson, he got a new engine from pain, it's a blessing. New focus, no guessing, just bold and obsession. All in his possession, you got their attention. I'll leave an impression and take your redemption. Just kill, no discretion, your mind is a weapon. 11-11, it's time for progression, You could try to play it, but you're never gonna beat me. Look the other way, what I'm doing ain't easy. Bloody hands stained from the people who deceive me. Muddy hands break through the chains, go free me. People like sheep move feet, hurt it easy. You don't wanna be fast asleep when they scheming. Better stand tall, ready for a fight, believe me. When they try the chains, you can say no, free me. So he's been looking for somebody who could save him, instead of searching inside for what they gave him. A strong will, strong mind causes mayhem. We could change the world, change times, rearrange them. Staying on pace, running the race. Life is a chase, I don't want a place, I wanna be first. Work till it hurts, dehydrated thirst till I'm in a hearse. High ambitions and the right mind can take you so far. It's like you lived a few lifetimes. Take off from a break off from the weak minds, they can stay soft. You can change lives, you create thoughts, never waste time. You got one shot, you got one life, better pop off. What do you like? Make a dream job. No 9-5, no mean boss, just my life and free thoughts. You could try to play, but you're never gonna beat me. Look the other way, what I'm doing ain't easy. Bloody hands stained from the people who deceive me. Muddy hands break through the chains, go free me. People like sheep move feet, hurt it easy. You don't wanna be fast asleep when they scheming. Better stand tall, ready for a fight, believe me. When they try the chains, you can say no, free me.